Greetings, everybody, and welcome back to Refugee to Industrial Regent. I am still very much in the midst of Stage 2, but I'm actually pretty close to being able to finish it off. So what I'd like to do is actually finish it off this episode. But of course, this will be, well, so I got a bit of work to do yet, but like I said, I'm not that far off. Alright. Let me think. Well, I can always run... Actually, I think before I even start, what I was going to do, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my chests and my barrels. And I'm going to make my way over to one of the 7 buildings I will be furnishing over... Actually, 9 buildings, now that I think about it, that I'll be furnishing over the course of this episode. And we're going to start with this building right here. I'm going to go ahead and place my barrels down here. 12 of them. And I'm going to lay down my chests. And I need 36 for this side. And then this side is going to require another 36, which I don't actually quite have. So I'll actually leave this last area empty and just fill it up with 24 chests. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and use this double chest for episode-related materials. And it's not going to be a short process to move stuff over. And I'm actually going to go ahead and rather than moving the stuff over right away, I'm going to start on building 3 of 9, which is the workshop. And for that, first off, I need my spruce wood. I'm also going to take my oak wood planks. And I'm going to go ahead and craft up some slabs. 36 is what I'm going to want. Scaffolding in case I need to get back up onto the roof. And now let's complete the construction of the workshop. Eat some steak. I'm not short on food for the time being. But anyway, let's go ahead and get up onto this roof here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, and 3. Now for the back. 2 and 3. And now the side. 1, 2, and 3. And finally, the front. And let's go ahead and lay down the slab roof. Of course I'm going to misplace blocks. Do I ever manage to get through an entire episode without misplacing a block? No. No, I do not. Alright, but that said, the roof's done. So take down the scaffolding. Go ahead and prep up the walls, and I'm going to go ahead and close this in completely. Torches go there and there. Get rid of that torch there. Quick check of the lighting level confirms that I'm good. And now, given that I do have extra materials, I'm actually going to go ahead and, well, first off, I'm going to hold on to 12 of the oak wood planks. As far as the wood goes, I'm going to go ahead and put the wooden planks and the scaffolding in here, but I'm actually going to go ahead and put the spruce logs in one of these barrels. just to start populating it. Now, in order to complete the workshop, I'm going to have to move some stuff from the workroom in my house into that workshop. Excuse me. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up the workbench. Let's see. Empty out the pattern chest and the parts builder, because these will be going into the workshop as well. There we go. And I also want to go ahead and pick up my clipboard here. I can go ahead and check off Furnish Storehouse, simply because that's actually finished at this point. So now I'm going to go ahead and make my way to my workshop to furnish it. And let's go ahead and put this stuff down. The pattern chest, the part builder. Actually, I think I have this a little bit out of order, don't I? Yeah. Start with the stencil table, then the pattern chest, then the part builder, then the tool station. Set the workbench down over there, and the workhouse is finished. Part 3 is the residences, and those materials are still in my house here. And let's count this up carefully. I forgot to put the patterns up, didn't I? Oh well. I need 5 beds. I need 1 seat. Let me think. I put the seat back I want for the artist house up there. I'm going to go ahead and take the bookshelves, Junglewood seat. Let's see. Go ahead and take all but 6 of the doors. I also want the frying pans. And I also need to take the chest as well. That'll give me a good start. Don't know that I'll necessarily be able to complete it, but it's a good start. So we'll make our way over. First, drop off the patterns in the workshop here. And in case you're wondering, yes, I did build a wall off camera that completely surrounds Byzantium. That helps a lot. When I was in the process of actually building these houses, I actually got blown up by creepers. Well, maybe less me and more what I was building. And it got so frustrating that, yeah. I just got so frustrated I couldn't take it anymore. So I built the entire wall around the entire village just to ensure that I didn't have a problem with creepers creeping up on me again. So let's go ahead and set up our kitchen here. And I also want the doors. So that's 1 and 2. And house 1 of 4 is complete. Let's go to house 2 of 4. And we're going to do much the same thing here. Frying pan, bed, relocate torch, and double chest. And that is 2 of 4. In case you're wondering, the double chest in the bedroom is the entire extent of storage that will be available in each of these houses. The rest of the storage needs will be filled by the storehouse that I just about completed. So let's go ahead and, not the bed, I want the Junglewood planks. There we go. 3 of 4. Oh, criminally. I knew I forgot something. First off, let me go ahead and use this oak wood to make the doors for the workshop. I'll just prop them open. Because of the walls, the odds of mobs being able to get in are negligible. So I'm not going to fret about it. I do need to run back to my house, and looking back, I may have put the door in the wrong place. But what I'm going to do is grab myself half a stack of oak wood planks, then make my way back over to the house that I was working on, because somehow the walls on this house did not get completed. I should have noticed this before I went on camera, but what's done is done. At any rate, that wasn't enough? Yikes. Alright, 2 more logs into planks, and hopefully this time it will really be finished. There we go, that's more like it. Yikes. Okay, that was a major derp on my part, not making sure the structure was complete before I actually started to populate it. So let's go ahead and lay down the doors. Alright, relocate the torches. Let's get the bed in here and the double chest. And set up the frying pan in here. And that gets 4 out of 5 complete. Right, I can check off move TC benches now that I think about it. Can't quite check off furnished residences because I still have the elder's house to work with, but I can check off the settlers' dwellings from the stage completion checklist. So next up, I'm going to go ahead and make my way over to the elder's house and start by laying down the doors and propping them open a bit. Go ahead and readjust the lighting. I missed that block there, didn't I? Alright, let's see if I did the same thing over here. I did not, thankfully. So, go ahead and put that torch up there. And that torch up there. And at this point, what I'm thinking is I'm going to go ahead and put the bedroom here. And the other's going to get his own double chest. So the bedroom is complete. And then in front of the bedroom, we'll go a study, except I forgot the desk. Okay, go and put a couple torches there to stop mob spawning there. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put the bookshelves in here. And then the desk is going to go there. And then I might as well lay down the seat. And once again, it puts the seat back on the wrong side. Yeah, this is a little bit frustrating. There we go. And now I just need to bring the desk from my house to actually finish that up. And then in here, see, and actually I think I'm going to go to the back room here first. Forgot to take that torch off the floor. So I'm going to go ahead and give him a frying pan. And then in here, I'm going to go ahead and use these jungle wood stairs underneath the window and then on and around, just to give me a little bit of a seating room here. That completes the seating room, and now all I need is one desk. I'm actually going to go and put a torch there to make sure that doesn't become a mob spawning point. Now I'm going to go ahead and run back to my storeroom, grab the desk, and while I'm there, since I'm effectively done with the dwellings, the desk is literally the only thing left, I'm also going to go ahead and grab the stuff needed for the settlement center. So I might as well just pick up everything that's in here. Alright. And those two chests are empty, so I might as well just go ahead and pick these two up. There we go. And now I'm also going to go ahead and grab myself a couple of pieces of dirt. You'll see why when I get to the settlement center. That said, go ahead and make my way out of my house, head back to the elder's house. It is not a short walk. And this is not a big village. The village is actually going to get quite a bit bigger over time, if I'm understanding the challenge correctly. And there we go. And with that, the office is complete. That completes the elder's dwelling. Alright. So now I just need to furnish my town center. And I forgot to make signs, didn't I? You know what? Let me think. How many signs am I going to need? 12, maybe? No, 12 will be overkill. 6 might do it. I'll probably make more than 6, just to be on the safe side. Yeah, I did not. Alright, so I have 2 signs here. Let's see. Alright. And of course I already moved my workbench, so I have to head over to the new side of the workbench to be able to actually make the signs. I could certainly use some faster movement, but I don't really have a way to get it this stage. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab... Uh-oh. That's not going to be enough. Why did I think that would make 6? Alright. Well, let's grab some more logs, or not logs, planks out of here. 18 will do the job. And while I'm at it, I do have some spare chests. And since I'm moving the storeroom out of my house and into the proper storehouse, that's going to change the design of my house a bit. So I'm going to go ahead, get rid of this table here, and replace it with a double chest. I'm also going to go ahead and get rid of this desk for the moment. It's going to be placed elsewhere. Once I get the rest of this episode finished off. Now I'll make my way back to the workshop. Go ahead and craft up the rest of my signs. Et voila! So, let's start the decorations with the sign. Byzantium Village Center. Let's also take the doors. I'm actually thinking, excuse me, rather than doing that, I'm going to go ahead and destroy this door course, that does mean destroying the sign. Why did I put a block there? I wanted to put the door. There we go. Doors, and now the sign. Byzantium Village Center. Alright. And now, I'm going to start off here on this side with the offices. So first off, I'm going to ascribe this office. I'm going to assign myself the title Autocrat. That was one of the titles used by the Byzantine Empire for the emperor. The other title was Basileus, but to me, Basileus sounds a bit more grandiose. Something that would make more sense if I had a bigger empire. But I don't think this is big enough to justify the term Basileus. So Autocrator it is. And I'm actually going to assign myself the last name Komnenos. That was the family name of one of the more prominent dynasties of the Byzantine Empire. They ruled during the 11th and 12th centuries, if memory serves me right. And then I'm going to give this office to my elder, and I'm just going to go ahead and assign him a not entirely well-known name, Leoducus. So Leoducus is my elder at this time. Both offices will get doors. I'm going to go ahead and relocate the light so that it's on top of the window. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my desk here, put that there, and of course it's the wrong flippin' side again. There we go. It seems like every time I place these chairs I have to place them twice to get it right. Alright, let's go ahead and put this torch down. Let's go ahead and put the desk here for Mr. Dukas. There we go. Alright, and that went well for the first time. And I will leave that third and final desk aside. It's mostly going to be useful later. Now, I'm going to go ahead and plant down my tables. This is a sort of conference room. And, I don't have enough of these steps, do I? No, I don't really. Well, I'll leave the seats out of the picture for this conference room then. For now, I'll have to craft some more later on. And I'm going to go ahead and... Actually, I'm going to go ahead and work on the back section first, because that's going to be a little bit easier. It's quite a bit of stuff, but it's not too horrendous. So I'm going to go ahead and place 2 torches in here. And this is a very simple infirmary. So I'm going to go ahead and lay down 6 beds. And no, infirmary beds do not count towards village population. And I'm going to label this infirmary. It's a very simple infirmary. And then this side is going to be the armory. And I'm going to keep this pretty simple as well. I'll actually leave the torch in the middle of the floor. I'll just put the chest down for the moment. And, actually, 4 more chests there and there. That will work for me. So that completes the armory. Now, next up is the council chambers. And for this, I'm going to go ahead and lay down 2 seats at this time. Remember, it's just me and Mr. Dukas. And once again, the chair back went to the wrong side. There we go. So, now I have a chair. I can look out over the council room. So what I'm going to do next is go ahead and start the process of laying down the benches where the people will be sitting. I'm also going to go ahead and take this torch. Okay, it will not let me actually plant the torch on the table. So let's go ahead and put torches there and there. And it does not leave an unlit center, which is good. So I'm going to go ahead and put torches there, 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 there. And then I need to find the correspondence on this side, which are there, there. And something tells me I'm going to need, but I don't know that I necessarily want to put a post in the middle of the room. Well, let me see what I can do about the seating, about the benches, and see what that does for me. So 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. 2 more of the end caps. And there we go. And with that, I effectively have the council chamber complete, except for a little bit of an issue with the lighting. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to dig that out a block so that I can put the light there. Oh yeah, that works. That works for me. So I'm almost done with this structure. I just need to get some seating in there. Trying to think, what would be a good source of seating for that room? Indeed. Well, I'm actually half inclined towards, yeah, the wooden stairs like so. What I need to do is craft the actual stairs. In the meantime, this would also be, I think, a reasonably good place to start moving. And I think before I do that, I could probably safely lay down this desk. There we go. There we go. That works quite well. So I'm actually going to go ahead and make sure that I have torches there. That's good. Now I have the office pretty much laid out. The catch is I can't call that furnish office complete because I still got all this stuff in here. Let me think. So I can... This would actually probably not be a bad place to start the process of moving stuff. And I'm going to start with the dirt. There we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And one more stack I can fit in my inventory. Alright. So, first things first, stop at the storehouse first. Drop this stuff off. Before you ask, yes, I'm aware that the Jabba mod allows me to make something called a dolly. No, I can't actually build it at this point in time. Because it requires iron, and I'm fully 2 stages away from being able to make general use of iron. I'll be allowing myself to make certain specific uses of iron in the next stage, but I'm 2 stages away from general use of iron. Alright, and now, with this, I'm just going to go ahead and set down these, pseudo chairs. And with that, the town center is complete. which I called Settlement Center here. Yes, I know. I should have checked that a little bit more carefully before I actually went on camera, the off-camera checklist. But oh well. Now, I've also got the office furnished. I just need to move everything into the storehouse. So I will make my way back here. And then into this room here. Go ahead and set the clipboard down there because I won't be needing it directly for the time being. I'm going to go ahead and put my spare sword and food up there for the moment. Alright, and I still have... There we go. And now my inventory is full. So I'll make my way to my storehouse, and it's going to be several trips. And in fact, I'm probably going to go ahead and just go ahead and do this off camera, moving everything over. Like I said, it's going to be several trips. Alright, I am back, and I currently have the last items from my storehouse in my inventory. Basically consists of a bunch of spare tools, some mob-dropped armor, and weapons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the spare tools... I designated this chest for the spare tools. But I'll take the wooden sword out of there. This is for tools only. And then I will take the spare weapons and throw them in the armory. The armory being the place to store weapons and the like. So let's go ahead and put the swords in here. And then the armor goes in here, and I'll put the bows in here. And I left one for the watchman, as well as about 36 arrows. So the watchman's set. The armory's set. The former storeroom / workshop in my house has been converted into an office. Everything's been moved up to the storeroom. Now there's just a couple more things I need to do to actually complete the stage. The first is to craft a wooden sickle. That's the one wooden tool I have not yet crafted. So let's go ahead and take care of that. And then while I do have a leather helmet, I need the chest plate, the pants, and the boots. So I will go ahead and craft those. There's the pants. There's the chest plate. And there's the boots. And having checked off camera that I have enough food production for everyone, once I get this stuff in the chest, stage 2 will be complete. And I can now move into the Stone Age. Alright. Now, this changes the rules slightly. I can now use stone material. I can now use stone to make things. That means I can now make furnaces, which I will need to. I can process ores, but I can't actually use them. With 2 exceptions, and I'll actually go ahead and craft, well, I won't craft them quite yet because I don't quite have enough iron. I'll actually make my way over to my storehouse. Go ahead and grab myself 8 cobblestones so that I can make a furnace. And then I'll also go ahead and grab some iron gravel ore that I managed to find out in the world. And a piece of coal. And then what I'm going to do is take the cobblestone and use it to make a furnace. Put the furnace here. And smelt down a little bit of iron. That's one. And in the meantime, I also, I believe, need a stick for one of the 2 items I will allow myself to craft. I will double check that. Yep, it's a stick and a piece of iron, and that gives me a chisel from the chisel mod. And realistically, that one piece of iron used to craft the chisel is literally all of the iron needed for the chisel mod. Everything else in that mod is related to stone, and that's why I'm using the rule of cool to allow the crafting of the chisel in this stage. And then the other item I'm allowing myself are shears. And this is mostly to reduce the difficulty and, I will concede, frustration involved in harvesting wool. Once the rest of this iron is melted down, I'm going to go ahead and move it into my storehouse. But in the meantime, I do need to do some mining and whatnot off camera, so I will see you next time, everybody.